Hi folks, and welcome to the Infinite Energy Centre for the second half of our Week 1 box lacrosse game between the Saskatchewan Rush and the Georgia Swarm. The half-time score, Saskatchewan 8, Georgia 6. And I'm just going to play this as a game, so it's not going to be an instructional video, but just to say that this is my third game, so excuse me for any mistakes I make. I've got the teams set here. I've got the book and the charts here, so you may see me reaching over and flipping pages when I need to, which shouldn't be that often. The game comes with 2 dice, a black and white, and I'm going to add a green because if you roll a 6, there's a lot of swapping out, and 6 is a choice, and anybody who knows me is I don't like to influence the game, so the green dice, if any one of these is a 6, will be the player that gets swapped, and if they're both 6, then I'll bring the red dice in as well and all that. Just a little bit of information on this. This is Lacrosse Blast. If you've got Hockey Blast or Soccer Blast, excuse me, then this game roughly follows those, or pieces of both those games, but there's a lot more action, a lot more goals, and a lot more player changes. If you like this game, then I would consider getting it, if you like how it plays, because unfortunately Keith is going to be retiring this game, and I know he's still got a few copies of it left, and who knows, if we get enough interest in it, he may change his mind, and then we'll get any following seasons coming along, and I think that would be good for the player community and obviously good for Keith, because he's put a lot of work into this game, and hopefully we'll generate some interest. But let's see how we go. So here we go. We're going to have a face-off in the start of the third period, and 5-4 immediately. 2 players swap out, and it is a 9, and a 9 on a face-off is home team wins and gets immediate play. So the home team are Georgia, and they get an immediate play, and it is a 7, which is player 3 to player 1 to player 2. So player 2 will take the shot, and there's no momentum, so that's 1, 4, 6, so a 6, and the shot comes in. It is just in, but Adam Shoot in the goal makes a save, so we've got Georgia and it's saved, and an 8 on a save. Net save made, goalie passes ball to transition player D3, so immediately Saskatchewan take the ball, and it is players 1 for Georgia, 2 for Saskatchewan, and we have a 3, which is a play. Team with the most triangles on offense generates an offense. So one triangle for Saskatchewan, 2 triangles for Georgia, so Georgia get another play, and it is a 5, which is 5 to 1, who changes to 2, so it's going to be Wideman to Thompson to Katoni, so that's 3, 5. So here comes the shot, it's inside, and a 3 is a save, so Georgia again gets a save, and 7, goalie shot, stop shot, 1 and 5 contend loose ball, and it's deflected out of bounds, and 1 and 5 will change. Offense 1, defense 5, and the out of bounds ruling is 5, which is the visiting team, so Saskatchewan take the ball, and they're transitioning up the court. 3, 4, 3 and 4, which is a 7, and that's a BoxLa blast, and I'll read off this chart here, so I'll read them as we go along. 3 offensive outbursts mark off 3 sections, and these sections are important at the end. I'll talk about them when we get there. Team with most triangles gets a BoxLa blast shot, so 1, 2 triangles for Saskatchewan, 1, 2, 3, so it's going to come to a BoxLa blast shot for Georgia, and 5 is 01 to 02 to 01, and 3 is off balance player, goalkeeper is -2 save, so he's only down to 1, so we have got 2, 5, 8, so that's plenty, and so it gets the shot and it's on target, and the 7 gives him a chance of a spectacular save. 7, 2 stars or better, and he's got 2 stars. Goalie makes a spectacular save, so the goalie makes a save, and the free ball goes to the home team, which is going to be Georgia, but the momentum now goes to Saskatchewan. So Georgia still have the ball, and they're still around the net of the Saskatchewan goalie. 1 and 3 will change out, and that's a 4, which is a goal charge. The 6 gives us the player which is defender 3. Does the defender 3 have a square? And he does. Therefore there's no shot on goal, and so Georgia turn the ball over. 2 for black, and as you can see there I've got 6 white, so I'll use the green, which is a 6, so I'm not going to change anything. That's just what I do. Don't say I can pick anybody, but I'm not playing that rule. It's a home rule that I've already got. I'm only on my 3rd game. So 8 is a scramble, which is a wide angle scramble. I'll roll that again to see what we get. In 3 we're looking at star. So star quality 1, 2, 3 for Saskatchewan, 1, 2 for Georgia. So Saskatchewan get a play chance, and that is 6. 03 to 02, who changes to 01, and they have momentum. So what happens with the momentum is the assists, if you've got scissors, do not count, and the white stars are added in. So we've got a scissor which won't count, to a 3 and a 3, so it's a 6, so it's going to be a shot. So the shot is good, but it's saved. And a 5, goalie stacks the pads, ball deflected out of the circle to 02, who gets a rebound shot. So 02 is Schattler, who has got a shot of 4 plus 1 for the rebound. So it's a 5, which is good, and 5 gets a shot on goal. So 10, shot on goal, backhanded shot, scores! So SSK scores. And as we go into the 3rd period, we've got a goal, and it's Saskatchewan, Schattler from Church. An even-handed goal. And the score is now 9-6. Momentum will stay with Saskatchewan as they've scored. And we go to a face-off. 4 and 2 swap. So in comes Noble for Georgia, and in comes Keenan for Saskatchewan, and it's a 6. Visiting team wins a face-off. So face-off goes to Saskatchewan. Six, so I'm going to take 5 and 3. And 9 is a loose ball, 6, 3. Team with the most triangles. 1, 2 triangles for Saskatchewan. 1 triangle, so Saskatchewan have it, and we just roll again. 4 and 6, so 4, and then we'll swap 4 out for the green. So we now have an 8, which is a scramble, and we're looking at smart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So momentum comes into play, which is going to be Saskatchewan, so they'll have a play. And 3, loose ball on squares, and they will get a shot. So loose ball on squares, 3 for Saskatchewan, 2, so there will be a shot, and it will be 4-3. So we're looking at no scissors, but a shot of 4. And it's inside, but it's saved. And 3, deflected towards the corner, 2 squares on the defence, which we do have. D4 collects, but he will swap out. And Georgia will take the ball, transition up the court. 3 and 6, which will be 3 and 3, with a 9, which is a loose ball. And it's the team with more triangles. 1 triangle for Saskatchewan. No triangles for Georgia, so Saskatchewan have the ball, and we have a 1 and 5 change, so that's a 6, which is a crash. And we're going to be looking at the skill. Campbell does not have skill, but Thompson does, so there's no shot for Saskatchewan. And Georgia coming back up the court, transitioning up, 1 and 1, and this could be a fight. Have we got any fighters on the court? We do, we have 1 fighter, so there won't be a fight. I've got to roll to see if he's inside, and it isn't. There won't be a fight, but somebody takes a swing. So I'm just going to get to the fight chart. Seven. Referee breaks up the fight, so there's no fight during that session, and I can go back to the normal section, and Georgia still have the ball. 3 and 2. Williams comes in for Georgia, and McIntosh comes in for Saskatchewan. 5 is a penalty event. 2-3, slow whistle. So we're going to roll and let Georgia complete this play. 12. Loose ball triangles. 1, 2 triangles for Saskatchewan. 2 for Georgia, so it goes to Saskatchewan because they've got momentum, and so that would then kill off the play because Saskatchewan have taken the play. So we have a penalty. Let's see what that penalty is. It's against Saskatchewan, So 5 is the D4, who is Hossack, and 8, penalty of 0, no. Oh, sorry, it gets a minor penalty, so we have a minor penalty for Saskatchewan, Hossack, and the penalty that he committed was an 8, which is a tripping. And so Hossack will come out. We'll take one of the forward players out. We need a defender to come into the rotation. Magrotti will come into the rotation, and Georgia will take control of the ball, and they will also take momentum because of the penalty. So here we go, 1-1. And we use a different play chart for a power play. So we've got penalty event straight away. Power play team commits a penalty. So we have to go back to chart 9. So penalty committed by Georgia, 9. Offense 2, who is Thompson. And the penalty is, has he got a penalty less than 1? Yes. It's a minor penalty. So as quick as that. Georgia, Miles Thompson, and his penalty is 9, which is cross-checking. So we got penalty for Georgia, and so momentum is off. We're back to even strength, and they're going to be taking out the second block anyway, so we don't have to bring a substitute in because that side's gone there. And so we're back with possession for Saskatchewan, and we're even strength, so 3 and 6, which becomes a 5, so we're looking at 9, which is a loose ball, and it's a 3-6, so we're looking at triangles. That one doesn't count, so we've got no triangles. So the possession is taken by Georgia, and they begin to transition up the court. 9, that's the second loose ball. If there's 3, then we have a cheap shot, and we're looking at squares this time. 3 for Saskatchewan, 1, so Saskatchewan take the ball, and they begin to transition back, and another 9. So we have a cheap shot and a cheap shot of an opponent, preventing the game used. It means that the team that get away with the cheap shot do not have to, their opponents cannot get momentum for the rest of this period. So here we go. So it's a 10. So it's the visitors. So cheap shot by Saskatchewan means that for the rest of this period, Georgia cannot gain momentum. Georgia still have the ball. And it's another 9. A lot of pushing and shoving here between these two teams. It's been quite a close game. And we're looking at 5-4, which is squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to go to Saskatchewan. Hey, we haven't got a 9. Actually going to get some play. So this is going to be a 3, which is a play. So Saskatchewan 4. 5 to 2 to 1, but 2 is not there, so it's 5 to 1. And 1 changes, so we've got scissors which come into play. And 2, so they've only got a 1. And he gets it. And he gets the shot on target as well. So shot on target. And 5 is a goal. Goal and 4 on 4. So Saskatchewan score. Church from rubbish. I won't say rubbish. So they take a 10 to 6 lead. In this game. And Saskatchewan can take, we'll put that chip on there, Saskatchewan can take momentum. So we're back at the face-off spot, and that will kill off their penalty. And no, it won't, because we're 4 on 4. So face-off. 3 and 2 can't swap because they're not on the court. And it's a 9, which is a loose ball. It's a home wins and gets an immediate play. So here we go. Immediate play is a 5, which is 5 to 1 to 2. Well, that's going to be a miss because 2 is not here. So Georgia miss. And 2 will give the play to the trailing team, so Georgia will get the ball back, and Saskatchewan's penalty is over. So now Saskatchewan are on the power play. So Georgia have the ball, and it's a 3. 6 doesn't swap because he's got a 6 there, and we've got a 9, which is a play. Team with the most triangles, 1, 2, 3. 3 triangles, 1, 2, 3 triangles, goes to momentum, which is Saskatchewan. And so we're looking at 7. 3 changes, and then 1 to 2. Which is Matthews to Church to McIntosh. So that is 3, 6. They've got plenty of stars. Shot is good, it's on target, and it is a 9. So it's a goal. So it's a power play goal for Saskatchewan, and they're beginning to take control of this game now. Started off the other way in the first half, and Georgia went to a 4-0 lead. So McIntosh from Matthews and Church. That's a power play goal to give them an 11-6 lead. And so the power play is over. And we're all back to even strength, but Georgia now 5 goals behind. 4 and 5 change. So it's a play. So we're looking at triangles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this time, it's a face-off 9. management, on the wrong one. Let's go back to even-handed. Got to get used to this. This is only my third game, as I said. Home team win face-off and get immediate play. So Georgia with a chance to get back in this. 7-3 to 1-2. So 2 can take the shot. So we've got no stars. 3 stars, 3 stars. So that's 6. 3 is good. Can he save it? No, he can't. So 7. He's got a spectacular save chance. 2. Goalie twists around, reaches, got it. Amazing save. So spectacular save. From the goalkeeper Adam Shoot. So Geo makes a spectacular save. Misses the shot on the spectacular save, and it goes out of bounds, and the ball is awarded to Georgia. So here we go with the play up the court, and we're looking at a 7, which is a BoxLa blast, and 6 is mark off 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then defense dominates, mark off 10. Then in the next segment, team with the most squares gets a BoxLa blast shot. And that is going to be, believe it or not, Georgia with 1 square. And so 5 is 1 to 2 to 1. And 4, play fake, goalie can't recover, so there's no stars, so only a spectacular save will save him. So 3, 5, so he's got plenty. It's going to, if these don't add up to 7, it's a goal. And they do add up to 7, a spectacular save chance. And 9, 4 stars or better, and he's only got 2, so it's a goal. So a goal for Georgia. Shoot made a spectacular save last time, but he couldn't keep this one out. And so Thompson from Katoni on the even, so it makes it 11 to 7. As you can see, there's a lot of goals in this game. And they lose momentum because Georgia have scored, but Georgia can't get momentum in this period yet. So face-off is 6 and 4, so 4 and 4 in this case. And 10 high face-off. They've got a 50, and so Saskatchewan take the face-off. And 5 and 2. It's 11, it's a play clock. The defense got 2 squares they have, so it's a clock violation. And that is the end of period 3, with Saskatchewan scoring 3 and Georgia scoring 1. So we're back. And the other thing I don't do is that you're allowed to in the game is you can reset your lines, but I just let them carry on. So as we go into the 4th period, 5 and 4, Sellers in and Hossack in, and it's a 9, which is home team win the face-off and they get an immediate play. And certainly Georgia needs something like this. 2 and 4 is 6, so that's 3 change 2 and 1. So no assists, 1 assist, so it's 5. Inside, so Georgia's shot is saved. And a 5. Goalie stacks the pads, ball deflected out of the circle, and O2 gets the rebound chance. So the rebound, he's got a 2 with an extra 1 for the rebound, so it's a 3. It's inside, and that is saved again. And this time 4. Pings off the post, pile up in front, star on defence, square on defence, and we don't have a square on defence. Otherwise, it's another rebound shot for 2, so he'll get 2 added to this time, which gives him 4, and he gets it, but it's still saved. 7. Goalie stops shot. 0-1 and 0-5 contend, and they've got to swap out. 0-1 and D5 to contend, and so it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to Georgia. Five and 2 swap out, and 7 is a BoxLa blast, so we're going to map off 5, and then for the next segment the visiting team gets a power play goal, so automatically Saskatchewan score a power play goal as they begin to pull away in the 4th. And what I do there is I give it to the highest shots, which is going to be Matthews, and the highest assist, well, overall the assist is 5, is going to be Minsk. A power play goal, giving it 12-7. Momentum going with Saskatchewan. One and 2, and we have an 8 on the face-off, and the home team wins the face-off. Five and 4. That's a loose ball. We're looking at squares. 1 for and 1 for those, so the loose ball goes to Georgia. 3 and 5, we've got a scramble, which is team wide, and we're looking at speed. 1 for Saskatchewan, and more than 1 for Georgia, so Saskatchewan don't get a shot, and Georgia transition down the court. 4 and 1, and 10 is a turnover chance. Any defender with a square, and they do. So turnover by Georgia, and Saskatchewan have the ball. 11 is a play clock violation if there's 2 squares, and there aren't. Just roll again, and we don't change the lines, and it is a 8, which is a scramble using hit. Somebody's going to get momentum here. 1 hit for Saskatchewan, no hits for Georgia, so Saskatchewan keep the ball and they keep momentum. Ooh, 1 and 1. Got a fight coming up possibly here. There's no fighter on the court for either team. Oh, there is a fighter, which is for Saskatchewan. Can he land a punch and take momentum? Well, they've got momentum. But can he land a punch? So now the referee stops that. So there's no fight. Saskatchewan still win the ball. And we've got a possible play clock violation. They've got 2 squares, they don't. So nothing happens there, and we just roll again and play on. 10, a turnover, 2 squares. Well, we know they don't have 2 squares. And we roll again. 6 is a crash, which is a close-up between 2 and 4, and we're looking at star. And neither of them have it, so it goes to momentum team, which is going to be Saskatchewan for a play, and it's a 9, which is 4, 1 and 2, who's going to change. So the scissors don't count because we've got momentum. 3, 7, so they've got plenty. And it's a shot on goal, 11. Deflects off the post and into the goal, so Saskatchewan get another goal, and they're really beginning to run away with this, a 3-goal lead. But it can change very quickly. So Shatler from Bilic and Church, which makes it 13-7 in favour of Saskatchewan. And Georgia need to find something to respond to this now. 10, highest face-off. Nobody from Saskatchewan, so it's going to go to Georgia. 5 and 4 swap out. 11 is a play clock violation if they've got 2 squares, and they don't, so we're just going to roll it again. 3 and 4 is a 7, which is a BoxLa blast. Offensive outburst. Knock off 3. Then the team with the most triangles. 1, 2, 3 for Saskatchewan. 1, 2, 3, 3 and 3. So it goes to Saskatchewan because they've got momentum. It's a BoxLa blast. 6 is 1 to 2 to 1. And a 3 is off balance, so -2, so he's only going to have 1 star on the save, so this is not looking good. So we got 2, 5, they've got plenty. Oh, he's got a 1. He's got a 1, so he's saved it. So Saskatchewan and a 5. Goes, sticks on, stacks the pads, ball deflected out for a rebound to 02. Was McIntosh, and he's got a 4 plus 1, which is a 5, and he gets it, and it's on target, 8, and it's a goal. So Saskatchewan get the rebound goal, and they're just beginning to pull away now. 14-7. Scorer is McIntosh from Church. And another even-handed 14-7. I think this game is really all over by the shouting. We've got about 7 minutes left. But Georgia just seems so ineffective. 2 against 3, which is a 5 on the face-off of the visitors. And they get an immediate play as well. So they could go straight down the court and score again. 5 is 5, 1, 2, and 1 has to change. So that's 6. So it's inside and it's in with a 9, and that's going to be another goal. As I said, fast and furious, a lot of goals. That's 4 goals already in this period. So McIntosh gets on the scoreboard again from Minsk. And Knight, another even-handed goal, 15-7. This game is really all over now. Two and 5, 7. Face-off followed by an immediate BoxLa blast. So 2 is going to take 2 off. And that is a counter rally mark of 2 Then next segment, the trailing team. So Georgia are going to get a BoxLa blast shot. As I throw my dice away. There he is. So 02 to 01, and 01 will swap. And they've got a 6, which is good. He's out of position, so it's no stars. So 2 and 3 is 5, so he's just got to stay on the 5, and he is, so he's got it, and it's a 7, so it's a spectacular save chance. 5. Goalie has 4 or better stars, and I don't think he has. He doesn't, so it's a goal. So Georgia finally get on the score sheet. And it is Jackson from Katoni. So we're now at 15-8, and momentum will move to Georgia. So we're at the face-off circle, and Saskatchewan win the face-off. Three and 4 will change. 7, it's another BoxLa blast. I'm going to mark 3 off. And offensive outburst, mark off 3. Then the team with the most triangles. 1, 2 triangles for Saskatchewan. 1, so it's going to be Saskatchewan who's going to get the BoxLa blast shot. 3, 1, 2 to 1 to 1, and 1 will change. So 2 to 1 to 1. He will be the assist man to Finley, so that will pass to Finley. And we have a 5, which is no stars, not able to get back. So 2 to 1. Why have we got a defenseman up here? Well, too late now, he's in there, so he's going to count. I'll have to swap him out. 2 to 1. So that's 4 to 1, cut in half, 2 cut in half, 1. So it's a miss. And 5 will give it back to the visiting team. And I think Saskatchewan really should bring in a forward in that position. Obviously something went wrong there. So down to the last 3 minutes, 2 and 4. So we've got a 6, which is a crash, and the skill we're looking at is star. Saskatchewan Messenger doesn't have it. Neither does stats. So it goes to the momentum, which is Georgia. So five and 2. We've got 8, which is a scramble, which is team wide. 5 is smart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full set. So Saskatchewan, you're going to get it. So Georgia lose the ball, and Saskatchewan transition. 1 and 3 are going to rotate. So we've got a 7, which is a BoxLa blast. It's a 1 minute. Sudden shot, mark off 1 minute. Next segment, team with momentum get a shot, which is going to be Georgia. So Georgia get the BoxLa blast shot, and it's a 6, which is 2 to 1 to 2, and a 4. Player fake, goalie can't recover, so he's got no stars. All he's going to do is hit it and avoid the 7. So we have plenty of stars. And it doesn't add up to 7, it's an 11. Deflected off the post, and it's a goal. So Georgia score again. And reduce it to 15-9. We're not going to get back into this game, but At least they're making the effort. Starts. And Thompson. So an even-handed goal makes it 15-9. We're back to the face-off spot. Minute to go in the game. And 4-1. 5 is visitors take the ball and it's an immediate play. 6. 3-2 to 1 and change 2. So Thompson to Keenan to Church. And so we've got a scissors which will count. 3, 6, so it's a 3. Good, but saved. That was a 5. Goal slaps the pads and it comes out for a rebound to Keenan, who's got 2, and it's going to be in, and it's going to be a shot. 7, spectacular save chance, and he hasn't got any spectacular saves. 10, off the post and scores. So a rebound shot for Saskatchewan. So Keenan from Church. And even-handed at 16-9 as we go to the last segment of the game. And it is an 11. Procedure call. Ball goes to the odd. If it's odd, it's visitors, and it is. So the visitors, Saskatchewan, get the ball. But that's going to lead to the last play, hopefully. 8, scramble. And we're looking at hit, which will take the 1. So the momentum will go to Saskatchewan on the hit. And they have the ball, so there'll be a play. Did they have the ball? I'm going to give that as Georgia. I didn't get anything because I can't remember the number. So there, the game is over, and Saskatchewan in the 4th period, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals to 2, which gives us a final score of 16-9 in favour of Saskatchewan. We'll just clear out these players. So there you go, that's the end of the game. Now what you can now do is penalty minutes. Georgia 2, Saskatchewan 2, so that's 2-2, 4-2, 6-2, 6-4, 8-4, 8 and 4. So Georgia had 8, Saskatchewan had 4. And then you count all these blasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Now if you look in the rule book, what it says at the back gives you some formulas. 51 there are. Signing blast minutes, or blast shots, in fact, we can do those because that's the easiest. Once the game is complete, count the number. I'll just put that 51 up there so I don't forget. Then add, divide by 2 and round up, so that's 26. So we had 26 minutes onto each one. So in total 30 minutes for Saskatchewan and 34 minutes for Georgia. Now the shots, There's obviously 16 shots for Saskatchewan, and they missed 11, so that's 27 shots for them. And Georgia missed 9, and 9 is 18 shots. So the way you do, I've done it the wrong way there, the shots are 26, so that's 53 shots and 34 shots. Let me just get that. So these are wrong. Just sorry for this hold up. Right, so with the penalties, count up to 30 seconds, so that's 51. Second blast, 2 minor penalties called in each blast. So count the segments and divide by 10, so that's 5. Assign got to read this again. Once you've completed the game, count the number of blast segments and divide by 10. Now up or down if necessary. Assign each team that many penalty minutes, so that's another 10 minutes for each one. So that's 14 minutes and 18 minutes respectively. So that's the end of that, and hope you've enjoyed this. Saskatchewan 16, Georgia 9. Hopefully next game will be a little bit better than this one, because it didn't go too well, but it is on my third game. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment, and we'll talk to you again.